Hey friends and family, how y'all doing? It's Marklin Sigler. I am here with a movie review. So I'm talking about Star Trek Section 31 star Michelle Yeoh. So I watched it this weekend. It came out, I think, on Thursday let's see, this Saturday was the 25th, so Thursday the 23rd or Friday the 24th. It came out. So we have been waiting on this a while. I'm a Star Trek fan. Star Trek is probably my favorite show, non-black show of all time. And I've enjoyed Michelle Yeoh, especially on Star Trek Discovery. So some folks may not know this, but with my mom's last night, I said, Michelle Yeoh is on Star Trek. She's like, Michelle Yeoh on Star Trek? And my mama watched enough martial arts movies to know who Michelle Yeoh is. I'm like, yeah, I just show her a picture. Like, this is Michelle Yeoh. She was Captain Philippa George on Star Trek Discovery, and now she has her own spinoff playing the mirror universe duplicate of her character. So let's get into this, because I'm doing this video because I already know it's got a 4 on IMDb and there's people going through it. I'm gonna just say this, and I've seen people talk about it in my nerd group especially. Is it a perfect show, a perfect movie? No, it's not. Is it gonna go down as the best Star Trek movie? No, it's not. I would probably give it a 7, 8 out of 10, probably really a 7 out of 10. All right, so here, and I got my little list of stuff I didn't like about it, and I mean I can boil it down. I mean, I can tell you specifically what I didn't like about it. Some people have a longer list, but what I didn't like about it was 2 specific characters. That's what I didn't like. I did not like Zeph, the guy. Oh, and this is a spoiler warning, so I'm gonna go into this and talk about this. So if y'all haven't seen it, this is your warning. Your spoiler warning. I'm gonna talk about it. Y'all who follow me know I kind of go into stuff. Some stuff like you need to go see for yourself, and sometimes I'm just going to tell you what I think, and you make a decision based off of that. So, with that being said, I don't like Zeph, the guy with the mech suit, and I don't like Fuzz, the nanotech Vulcan guy. Because at first I'm like, what's this, a happy Vulcan? They turn, he's like, you ever seen that movie Dave with Eddie Murphy? It's that basically Dave premise, where this like little nanoscopic alien is navigating this Vulcan body, but he don't really know how Vulcans act, so he's always doing crazy stuff. All right, I did not like neither one of those characters. I'm just be honest with you, off the rip. Now, all right, well, let's talk about everything I didn't like. I don't like this is a TV movie instead of a series, because this really should be a series. Because a lot of the problems I'm seeing with people about the characters not being fleshed out, that could have easily been addressed if this had been a series, and not just a series. It could have been a mini series. It could have been like a 6-episode mini series. We probably would have got what we needed. With that being said, I probably understand if you got people like Omari Hardwick, Michelle Yeoh, and Sam Richardson. It's probably hard to get them all to commit to a series, because each one of them is working. Michelle Yeoh, I think basically once she won an Oscar, they were lucky to get her to come back to Star Trek. They were. Because when she got the Oscar, they was like, hey, the sky's the limit. Michelle Yeoh has been working steadily since she won that Oscar for Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, which I called as being an Oscar winner and her winning the Oscar. I called that as soon as I saw that movie. This is the best movie I've seen this year. It's going to win an Oscar. Michelle Yeoh's going to win an Oscar. And I was right. Okay, so got that out the way. All right, what else I didn't like? So, those are my main 2 things I didn't like. I didn't like Zeph. I didn't like Fuzz. I didn't like that it was a series. I've seen some people complain about the special effects and the fight choreography. That was okay to me. It was just okay to me, because, I mean, it's still a TV movie. Even though it's on Paramount Plus, it's still a TV movie. I didn't have high expectations. If I went to the movie theaters to see this, I'd probably been like like, I'm going to give you my example of like a TV series that's really well done. Every time I look at it, I'm visually amazed. Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power on Amazon. That show is beautiful. Every time I watch that show, I'm like, and y'all know me, I don't really like fantasy like that, but I'm like, every time I see it, because it's so beautiful, you can tell they spent money on every episode. I don't know what happened to the budget with this. It was okay to me, but I've seen some people complain about the CGI. I've seen people complain about the fight scenes. I've seen people complain about the editing. It was okay to me. Was it great? Nah. It was just okay. All right. So we talked about stuff I didn't like. Let me tell you what I did like. I like to see Michelle Yeoh, because she kills the role of Philippa Georgiou. This lady just eats this up. Really, when Star Trek Discovery first started, I'm going to be honest with y'all, and I like Michael Burnham. I like Sonequa Martin Green, who is from Alabama. I got much love for her, followed her career since she was on Walking Dead. I thought they should have done it would have been better if they had done the show with Philippa Georgiou as the captain and kept that on, and then Michael Burnham as her first officer. That's how the show started off. Discovery started off, and then you watch the first 2 episodes. Basically, a mutiny occurs, and Philippa Georgiou is killed. But I thought it was brilliant when they brought her back as a mirror universe, her mirror universe counterpart. And the first half of Star Trek Discovery is rough. I'm gonna admit that. I went back and rewatched it recently, and it is still rough. But the back half of that season, when they delve into the Terran Empire, they cross in the mirror universe. I like that. I like that we get so much information on the mirror universe. So I'm gonna rock with that right there. So I'm happy to see Philippa Georgiou. I'm happy we finally get background Philippa Georgiou, because we just know she's the emperor, but we don't know what she did to become the emperor. We don't even know how you become the emperor. This movie kind of sheds light on how you become the emperor and what she did specifically to become the emperor. And a love interest for her. It was never an Asian guy. His name escapes me right now. I've seen him in stuff before. I thought that was kind of on the nose. It was never Asian, but it is what it is. I enjoyed their dynamic for what it was. And it's predictable in that he's going to be the villain. He's going to be the villain. It's predictable. So I guess that's something I didn't necessarily like. But, I didn't mind it because, I like to figure stuff out. And I figured it out and just kept on moving. All right. I like Omari Hardwick in this. Y'all know him as Ghost from Power. And I think he was on Being Mary Jane. A bunch of stuff. I like him in this. He was good. What I liked about him the most is that it turns out he was also the time displaced. Like Georgiou is time displaced or universe displaced. He's time displaced. He's a augment from the eugenics wars. If I had been doing the show, I'd have done a whole episode on his background, how his family got slaughtered, how he got co-opted to joining the army of augment, how he got augmented, how he escaped, how he woke up, how sexual recruited him. I'd have done a whole episode on that. That was interesting to me. I like that brother. I like his role. I like Sam Richardson as Quasi, who was the shapeshifter. And it's a different shapeshifter from what we see like on, the changelings on Deep Space Nine, Odo and stuff like that. It kind of reminds me of the character the character Iman played in Star Trek 6, what was it? The Undiscovered Country. His shapeshifter kind of reminded me of that, but he was funny and he was always talking. And he had something else going on. I forgot what it was, where he was processing too much information and he couldn't make decisions. But I get he was the comic relief. But I like Sam Richardson in that role, and he was getting to me. I enjoyed him. Now, for me, the biggest connection to what I think a lot of people don't like about this is they talk about Starfleet, but you don't see any Starfleet ships. You don't see any Starfleet uniforms, any Starfleet combat. You don't even see the black Section 31 com badge. The connection to me is Rachel Garrett, which I was like, Rachel Garrett? I was like, wait a minute. Rachel Garrett becomes captain of Enterprise C and dies in Forever Enterprise. And I don't know why Rachel Garrett is getting so much love, because, if you looked at Picard Season 3, one of the things that changed was destroyed. It was a statue of her where some kind of academy or training institute Starfleet facility was. She sacrificed herself and died, or so they think. We know that she died before she went into that mission on yesterday's Enterprise. But I like seeing her. But once again, I think it was a huge opportunity to miss. They should did an episode. Well, this is Rachel Garrett. This is how she got into Starfleet. This is how, she got into Section 31. This is why she wants to be a Starfleet captain. Her dream. They could have done a whole lot more of that. And this actually reminds me of a problem that a lot of Star Trek series have. The beginning of them are works in progress. We've seen it from Star Trek Next Generation Season 1. Basically, every first season of any Star Trek series. And pretty much people who watch Star Trek know they don't really hit their stride to the 3rd season. Also, we saw that with Picard. I like Picard Season 1. I like Picard Season 3, too. But we all know Picard Season 3 is the best thing that came out of that. They had some really good episodes, but we had to kind of go through Season 1 and 2 to get to Season 3. Section 31 is probably in that same boat. We probably need more episodes to get to where we need to be for the show to really flourish. And last but not least, I like the Mission Impossible aspect of it. Because it's just like Mission Impossible. They send you a thing, this is your mission, you choose to accept it, blah, 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 all that stuff. So, like I said, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. I've seen on IMDb it's got a 4 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And I'll holler at you later. This is Marklin Sick with No Review. Make sure you comment. Let me know what you think. Like this video wherever you see it at. Share it. Subscribe if it's an option to. I'll let you later. Peace.